Hi everybody, this is Gitte Winter from Denmark. I hope you are having a good day. I am sending live today to talk to you about children in sorrow, children who grieve the loss of a loved one. I'm doing this because I had a lot of emails after my last live sending regarding children who miss somebody because the parents are away from them. So in the last, I think it's 2 sendings ago, I talked about what we can do when children miss us. So when your child is missing you when he or she is at school, or if you are divorced from your child's other parent, then the child can miss you when he or she is with the other parent. So I talked a lot about this, and you're very welcome to go to the blog and see the session about how we can help our children when they miss us. It's all about focusing more on the love that connects us than the pain from missing somebody you love. So after I was live with this message about how we can help children who miss somebody they love, I've had quite a few emails about children who has lost a loved one. And I just want to touch upon this today for those of you who are trying to help a child in sorrow, a child who has lost a loved one. And it can be, if it's a parent or a grandparent or even a pet, this way of dealing with grief can help the child. Through meditation, we connect to something inside of us, and children are very good at meditating and actually finding their way to their hearts and starting to heal. So often all we have to do is sort of set the scene for a meditation, and then they can go in and heal their wounds. And of course, if it's a child who has lost a loved one, it's a tough healing, and it takes a long time if it is ever healed. And no child should go through losing a parent. And I actually feel a little emotional about going live on this topic today. So bear with me, because I think it's so tough to even think about, both as for me as a child losing my parents one day, but also if I think through that my children should lose me, or someone they love. It's so tough. It's such a natural part that, like, death is such a natural part of life, but it's so hard to talk about. I have a lot of clients as a coach who are adults in their 40s, 30s, 50s, who grieve the loss of a parent very deeply. So it always touches me very much, and I can't bear the thought of a child having to go through this. But there are a lot of children who have lost somebody they love, and in my book, The Children's Meditations in My Heart, there is a meditation in the 3rd meditation in the book that might help one of these children, and that's why I'm going live today to share this with you. So in the book, you have 3 meditations. See if I can show it to you. It's the other way around, like that. Yes. So in the yellow one, the children get to know their little love cloud. And we've even had little keychains produced in Nepal, because these have shown to be very useful for children who miss a parent or somebody they love. They don't have to be dead to be missed. They can just be at work. But the cloud has become a symbol of connecting to somebody we miss, and it can also be helpful if that someone lives in heaven now. So I know there are a lot of ways to talk about death and heaven, and I don't want to go religious, or I don't want to be religious in any way here. I just think that every child needs to know where that loved one who has passed is now. So you might have many different stories you tell a child who has lost somebody, and often we hear that the parent is now living in heaven. So that's what I'm going to talk, like that's the perspective I'm going to talk from today. In the third meditation, the children get to know their little cloud, and I thought I would just read a little bit from the book, the introduction, and then I would talk to you about how you can use this meditation if you know somebody a child who is grieving the loss of a loved one. And if you have any questions, I will try my best to answer. I didn't write this book to help children who grieve, but if it can help, and I did do some reflection upon this, I also wrote about it in the book, I would love to just share anything that could heal such a wound. So if you have any questions, you're welcome to ask and write to me as I do this sending, and I'll try my best to answer. So in the third meditation, there is like an introduction to all of the meditation. And in the third meditation, the child, I'm starting like almost at the end of the meditation. So this is where the child actually meets the cloud. So I'll show it to you. So if you can see where it says, where am I? Here. Where it says hi, there is a line. So the book is full of these types of lines where you can put in the name of the child, so to personalize it. So it says, let's say the child's name is Alice. Let's do Alice. So, hear the cloud calling for you. Hi, Alice. Here I am. I'm so happy that you know me now. I've been up here all the time, but now that you know me, it's easier for me to help you when you're sad or need a hug. I would very much like to give you all the hugs and loving thoughts from your mom and dad and all the people who love you. All their loving thoughts are right here inside of me waiting for you. So just pull your silken thread, sweet Alice, and I will come down to you and give you a hug full of love, light, warmth, joy, and safety from your mom and dad. Remember that I'm always with you, no matter where you go. Come, let's fill up your heart with love together. Just fill it up when you're ready, and I will help sending love from your loved ones to you. Are you ready? Here we go. Just keep filling it up. Maybe you can fit in a little bit more love in your heart. There we go. Keep going a little bit more. So the children are introduced to their little cloud, and they can actually get the feeling that they can send the cloud up into heaven, and the one that has passed can fill the cloud with love, and then the child can drag the cloud down. So it becomes like a port to heaven for the child, like a gateway to heaven, a gateway to the parent or the one they grieve the loss of. So they can connect, and that's what I talked about in the other live sending about children who miss. That's very important, that we sort of give them a feeling that even though somebody isn't with me right now, I can still connect to them. And that's, so you can see that it's like a gateway to heaven for a child who's grieving. So I wanted to read to you an email I got. So this is from an aunt who writes to me. She says, "Is this book helpful for children experiencing loss? My nieces and nephew lost their mom in February in very tragic circumstances, and they are missing her very much. They are age 10 and twins age 2. Is this book suitable to them, for them. Sorry. So what I wrote back is that if she reads this third meditation, and if the children get to know the little love cloud, they might have some. So of course they still love their mom, and of course the mother still loves her children, and they will feel reassured if they can actually connect to her, even though she is in heaven. So like I told you the last time with the little boy who lives in New Zealand and he misses his grandmother who's back in Denmark, you sort of build a love bridge so the children can receive love and they can give the love they have, because children who are used to having a mother and all of a sudden she's taken away from them in tragic circumstances, they are so full of love and where to direct it. So they can put their love into the cloud and send it up to her, or even have a feeling that she has a cloud they can fill with love and send it up to her. And in the same way they can pull love down from heaven through the cloud. So it's just, you should think of it as a symbol where they can direct their love, because it becomes it's so hard to grasp, because what does heaven look like? Where is my love going? Where is my mom sitting? Where is, like, how can she see me? Can she feel me? Is she around in spirit? There are so many questions. So by doing it this way, you sort of get an entrance, so somewhere they can direct their love. And I think that's most of the healing, is just giving children some direction of where they can get love and how they can give love. So there was another email I wanted to read to you. It's a teacher actually who works with children who have lost a parent, and she has been using the book with a group of children. So I just want to read to you to inspire you how you can work with this, because she's done a beautiful project with her class. So she writes, I have read story 1 and 2 in your book with a small class of children, most of whom have lost 1 or 2 parents through death or removed into care. After the second story, the children draw a picture of the person they miss in a heart, colored the heart to what color they felt their heart was from story 1. And that's what we teach them to in story 1, to get to know their heart and figure out the colors and the light and the size of their heart. So they draw a picture of the person they miss and they put it in a heart, and then they colored the heart to what color they felt their heart was from the first meditation. And then they stuck this heart onto black paper, where they then wrote feelings with chalk onto the paper. So they were all beautiful, and this book has helped them connect with their emotions around the people they have lost or missed. So what my mission is all about is teaching children to find their inner resources and get to know all the beauty they have inside. And the love from a child who has lost somebody is so big and can even be scary, because if the person isn't here anymore, how can I actually share my love? And through projects like this one that this teacher has done, and through meditations at bedtime, and whenever the child is feeling really sad, you can give the child a sense of how to direct the love to the lost one and how to get love from the one who has passed. So I hope this gives you some idea how you can actually work with the book with children who are grieving. And if you are an adult and you have lost your parent and you are grieving as well, you can use exactly the same method. As I said earlier, I work with a lot of clients who have lost a parent, and I can see how painful it is. And part of it is that we also have an inner child. So in that sense, our grief is also connected to being a child who has lost a parent. So you can use the same methodology if you as a parent has lost a parent, if you as an adult has also lost, you have also lost a parent. Same methodology. I didn't, these meditations. Somebody taught some of these meditations to me as an adult, so I have translated them to children. So they are very applicable for adults as well. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. If you have any questions also after I'm done sending, just write them to me or in an email at info@roomforreflection.com, and I'll do my best to answer. I know this topic is so hard to talk about, but let's try to talk about it, and maybe we can help some children heal some of their wounds from having lost a loved one. So thank you for watching today, and I wish you a beautiful day. Bye.